Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and it is far too early in the morning to be doing this. 5:55 specifically AM here for me in Brisbane, Australia, but you know what, it's Bincar, which means I should be used to this by now. It's the first time I'm doing this. This is round 5 of the championship, so you know, I should be used to an early start, especially with a young daughter in the household who has a habit of waking up very early indeed, so stop complaining. I've got coffee, I've got you guys here, so what more could I possibly ask for? It's a great start to the day, and it is great to see you, so thank you so much for tuning in. Even if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy what you see here today, don't forget to leave the stream a like, say hi in chat, all the comments, and subscribe because we've got 2 more rounds to go of the season. And now that I've got that out of the way, we can focus on the actual stream and the driving itself. So round 5 of the Bincar Championship, we are at Bathurst, which means that it is going to be very interesting in terms of multi-class traffic. Although in race 1 about 12 hours ago, it was really good actually. It was very respectful, very courteous, and there were hardly any incidents whatsoever. So I've got the utmost faith in my fellow competitors out on track. I know you can do it. I believe in us. It's going to be great. If you're new here, if it's the first Bincar race you're watching, then great to see you. For those of you who may not know what it is, it's a championship that I'm hosting in RaceRoom, and it has 3 different types of car, 3 different classes of car, which have got massively different speeds. You've got Pragas, you've got Audi TTs, and you have Mazda MX-5s. Here at Bathurst, the lap time difference between the Pragas and the Mazdas is about 25 seconds a lap, so bit of a speed difference in terms of cornering speed, in terms of closing speed, in terms of straight line speed. Lots of things to take into account, but it's great. I love these races, I really do. And I'm so glad that people keep on turning up and taking part in them. There's a lot of people on the practice server just now who I don't recognise or I haven't seen in the race before. If you guys are interested in taking part, there is a sign-up link in the video description, and there is also, if you type into the chat, if you're here live, you can type into the chat !Bincar, and it'll take you straight to it. But let us keep track of things here. So if we just pause this music and switch it over to RaceRoom mode. Gonna get far, Bincar Championship. How good is that jingle? Thank you again, Ollie B, for making that wonderful piece of music. I love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We have a Bincar theme song. It just does not get better than that. Okay, well, here are the championship points as they stand at the moment after race 1. But this is all very provisional, because this really does, you know, it depends on race too, because you got people like, you know, Sven, who doesn't take part in the Audis until race 2. You got people like my dad, like George Senior, like Triple J. You know, you got all kinds of different people who just don't take part until race 2 because of the way the time zones work. So there is that. So these points that you see on the screen right now, take them with a grain of salt, because they're all going to change after the next hour and a half. So yeah, practice server's online at the moment. That's going to finish anytime now, and then the race server goes live for 20 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of private qualifying, because we want to try and qualify multi-class all on track at the same time. And then we have a 45-minute race with 2 times tyre wear and 2 times fuel usage, which means that everybody will have to stop for fuel, but only some people have to stop for tyres. In the Mazdas, it is optional whether you stop for tyres. It depends on whether you think you can make them last until the end of the race. They will be very close to 0. The Pragas can easily do it on their set of tyres, whereas the Audis will definitely have to stop for tyres, but like I said, everybody has to stop for fuel, so there is that. Anyway, the server is live, so let's introduce ourselves into the voice comms and say hi. Hey everybody.
Hey Dan.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Race server is now live, and if you are having problems with Just Race for whatever reason, the server password is in the Drivers Lounge section on Discord, so that should save you a few minutes quitting and rejoining again, so go and check that out. If you're not already in there, of course. Do the theme song again.
I'm in.
Okay, 1 second. So let me switch it back to this one. And then if I press the button again, George, here we go.
Gonna get far, Bincar Championship.
How good? How good is that? Amazing stuff. Anyway, okay, so here we are in RaceRoom. We have 17 minutes left in the practice server now. It just dropped a couple of minutes for some reason. Car setup is fixed per class. So all the Pragas get the same, all the Audis get the same, and all of the Mazdas get the same. So we've got George Senior and Timo Klinger in here. Had an epic battle with Timo in race 1. Hopefully we get more of the same again, especially because George is exactly around about the same pace, and Kev as well. Kev's really on the pace there in the practice session, so that could be epic. So brake bias at 15, steering lock up at 18 to help get through the tighter corners, and fuel at maximum because I want to practice my race fuel laps. The rest of it can't change. It's absolutely locked in position. Now, you may see me wearing a hoodie here, and that is a very strange thing for me to do in Brisbane, Australia, because, mate, it's Australia, it's hot, why do you need to wear a hoodie? And normally I'm absolutely sweating, so, you know, there is that. But it's only 10 degrees here in the house at the moment, and trust me when I say it's 10 degrees, it is actually 10 degrees inside, because the houses in Australia are not built to retain the heat, they're built to get rid of it for the summer. So with it being 6 in the morning, yeah, the sun's not come up yet, it's cold, so I didn't want to get too freezing just yet, but also I didn't want to get too sweaty. But because we are taking part in the practice session now, it means that it's time to put the seatbelts on. Because, yes, I am a seatbelt wearer now in the new rig. But trust me, these things are amazing. The new rig is just amazing in general. And I actually laughed myself out of the house when I thought, oh, seatbelts, you know, who's going to wear that? Don't knock it till you try it, because honestly, it helps your posture so much. Keeps you back in position. And, keeps my head in a more stable position. For you guys watching the VR footage back home, and it actually helps me feel the force feedback a lot more as well. So safety first indeed. Oh, Henky, sorry to hear that you're not feeling better, mate. I know you're probably taking some painkillers, but yeah, your back isn't doing too great. I'm not sure if you've actually missed a round yet or not. If you have, then obviously this will be a drop score, but if you haven't missed a round of the championship yet, then this will be your drop round. Everyone can basically drop their worst result of the season, so you might not actually lose out if you've not already missed a race, Hanky. Anyway, let's get the VR headset on and let's get out and practice and get some laps on the boards.
Okay, Dan, 15 minutes.
Everything's
15 minutes.
Everything's on the other side now. All the cables are on the other side. They usually come over from the left-hand side. Oh, that is true. You did have a DSQ in the first round, Hank. Oh, mate. Sorry to hear that. My commiserations to you indeed, sir. That sucks. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Most importantly comes your health and your family. Before any kind of sim racing, this is just a hobby. I am obviously sad to see you not doing too well at the moment, mate. Hope you get better soon, Hanky. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy the race. So let's pause that music and let's get out on track. So good. Thank you so much for that, Ollie. Alright. Exit bits.
Pit exit's clear. Your brakes are cold, be careful.
Cold brakes, cold tyres.
We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
Nobody on track behind us, so I'm just going to drag those brakes a bit, see if I can get a bit of temperature into them before we approach the first braking zone of the lap.
The leader has just done 202.2.
Good pace on the leader there. Slightly smaller field than expected so far today. That's fine. Bathurst is always quite intimidating, and it's not the most suitable circuit for multiclass racing, if I have to be honest with you. Oh, quick question, by the way, guys. How's the mic sound? Can you still hear me over the sound of the engine over the race room, or is it too quiet? Because I noticed in race 1 that my microphone was clipping a little bit, so I have turned it down. Hopefully you can still hear me, and you can still make out what I'm saying, all the nonsense that I'm chatting anyway. Yeah, let me know if it sounds okay.
Sorry mate, that was a bit optimistic on my part.
Microphone sounds good. Excellent, thanks Hannah.
You're so similar in speed, it's really strange.
So yeah, tyres coming up to temperature nicely now. Obviously we are on race fuel, so that's going to extend the braking zones a bit. I'm going to be able to get up to full pace, currently at 202.221.
I won't have the top speed for it now.
So close to being a 202.222.
All good man, I wasn't even on that.
You're running last.
Let's see what we can get on the board. Mid 202s is kind of my best race pace. That's what I was managing before, on a full tank of fresh tyres anyway. With the Praga, it does actually get faster throughout the whole stint, because the tyres don't wear out that much. And the fuel burns off means you can just really keep on improving lap after lap if you can stay in the rhythm. That's what Brody did anyway. He was doing 201.7s by the end of race 1. I was on fire 12 hours ago. Absolutely dominated the race. Obviously, I don't want to give away any spoilers for those who haven't watched it yet, but yeah, no, Brody put in an epic performance as per usual. But with the Praga, even with the tyres not wearing out that much, over the top of the mountain, it is nearly flat the whole way. So much fun to drive when you get it right. It's a very twitchy, very gentle car you got to drive. You can't be too brute force with it.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
You really got to kind of be a ballerina, in the words of Larko, down the mountain and up the mountain as well. You've got to be so smooth on the inputs. But yeah, I can find that I can really be progressive on my inputs in this new rig. The way the pedals are laid out allows me to be a lot smoother applying the throttle, and it allows me to put a lot more force into the brakes. Oh, that guy's letting me through. Thank you, mate.
Okay, Dan.
I wasn't sure if you were going to
10 minutes left.
keep on the racing line to the left, and I didn't want to go out to the left if you were going to be going into there. So I got held up a little bit at the end, so this lap isn't going to be great.
P3, that puts you 1.9 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 is...
Hey, Rob Mitchell, good to see ya.
You've just done a 204.2.
So that's George on a 202.2.
Just done a 203.3.
Kev Hopkins on the 203.2. I did a 204.1, and Timo did a 204.4 behind, but I imagine Timo got held up on traffic as well because he was absolutely on it in race 1. I'm expecting a very
0.4 off the pace.
Very strong showing from George today. We did a few practice laps on the server earlier in the week, and that guy was rapid. Really was. Oh, we're going to get some more traffic here. Oh, catch him at just the wrong moment. Have to back out of it here. No, this isn't a spot to lap. I thought I had the overlap there. Oh well. Absolutely nothing you can do, and this is a great example of the traffic. You just got to be patient. You can't force the move because the Mazda is absolutely
On your left.
running the limit. There's only one line through all of these corners, really.
You're locking your left
Excellent
feet,
hits.
braking for right elbow.
Which car were you driving, Hannah? It's very tricky to lose any of these cars, but yeah. They're very bumpy down the straight here, yeah, indeed, Sean. It's a very bumpy circuit. So don't forget that Bathurst is actually public roads. It may look like a racetrack, but this is a public road up and down the mountain that is available to anybody to drive throughout the year, apart from on race day when they close it all off and it becomes one of the best racetracks in the world.
Sector 3 is 1.1 off the pace.
Oh, the Mazda's tricky. The Audi is probably the most stable car here, but it absolutely chews through its tyres. So that lap wasn't an improvement. And then again, because we got held up on traffic again, so let's see if we can get a clear lap on the board here. But already a quarter of a second up.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Lost a bit of time there. Not too much though, only a 10th. Keep it out the wall on the left, yep, that's good. And keep it absolutely pinned for this. Oh, we're going to get a Mazda again!
Far right, clear to the right.
Only lost a little bit of time though. Got away with it, so we should be okay to keep going on this lap. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be good enough to improve, at least hopefully. Big lift over the top of the mountain's not ideal though.
Your tyre temperatures look good.
Oh, and a big lock up into Forest Elbow is not a good idea either. And that's going to kill my speed all the way down the straight.
204.0.
When you go over the crest there, just the front just... I know I said this in practice for race 1, but the front just has no grip. You can't brake, you can't turn, you got to do the whole corner a lot earlier than you imagine. So this lap's going to be better.
Clear right.
By 4/10 of a second, that's going to be enough to get Timo. But I know there's more time in it.
P3, that's your quickest lap. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. That lap was at 203.7. Car
I know.
just posted at 202.8.
I know I've got at least a second in it. But hopefully I don't get any traffic again now. Only 5 minutes left in the session. The practice session before we tick over to quali, which means that I've got this lap and one more. I haven't got time for 3 laps because when the clock hits 0, you can't finish your lap here in RaceRoom.
Alright Dan, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
Losing a bit of time in the first sector. I think that's all turn 1 to be honest. I'm not getting turn 1 right so far. Still waking up. It's only 6:15 in the morning here for me. So apologies for the morning voice as well if you guys are getting that. How much time did we gain here? 2/10, 3/10, yep. I did lose a fair amount last time round. Didn't feel like a lot, but obviously it was. Bit wide there through the dipper. 6/10 up though. Now don't lock it up this time, just break it nice and early. That's it. Get the drive out. 7/10, 8/10, 9/10. Oh, Timo's gone and set a stonker of a lap there. He's gone and done a 2:02.5. That's right around my pace. This practice session's getting quite interesting. Currently 4th out of 4. Oh, that wasn't good through there. That wasn't good through there either. Still going to be last. I'm going to go in for a quiet lap now because I don't feel like I'm in the groove yet.
That's your best lap in the session. You're now 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a quiet one. Need to focus and just get into the rhythm. Very much a rhythm circuit here at Bathurst. So, with this being my last flying lap of the session, let's concentrate. Here we go.
You're a 10th off in sector 1. Sector 2 time is quick.
Far left, clear on the left.
Now Scruffy at Forest Elbow hit the wall on the outside.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
That's a good exit. Still not going to be enough to get up with Timo and George.
P3, that's your best lap in this session. White flag, mate. You're currently 0.3 off the leader's pace.
Well, that's
You're 10th off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 time is okay. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
So
that was a 202.5. The guy behind
first
just done a
and third sectors, and
202.6.
Kev goes and smashes in a good lap as well. 4 tenths between the top 4 Pragas on track. That's not much in it. Not much in it at all, so there's the times. So George, with the epic pace of a 202.2, no one's been able to get close to that lap. Then Timo, 202. Only 7 thousandths of a second behind him. Myself, 3 tenths back, and Kev, 4 tenths back. Very close race by the looks of this. Wow. It's a great jingle, Hannah, it really is. Thanks again to Timo for doing that. And then Shane and Vushel are currently the only 2 Audis in class, which is a bit of a shame. 2-horse race. I'd like to see a few more Audis in the race, but hey-ho, you know, I can't make people sign up. It's just up to them. Anyway, my nose is blocking up again. 1 second. So annoying. Just cannot shift this chest infection, cold, whatever it is. I feel fine, but my face just keeps getting congested.
P3, that's the end of the session. P3.
Okay, so P3! Not far off the pace, but still, it's going to be a tight race. And we got Vushel and Shane in the Audis, and then Shards leading the way in the Mazdas from John T, Lee, Triple J, David Ackerbelts, my dad, and then Sean Patterson at the back. When I say at the back, he's not far off at all. Good luck in qualifying, everybody.
Yeah, good luck on it.
Good luck. Good.
Enjoy the next 10 minutes, because this is the quietest the track's going to get and the fastest the car's going to be. Let's take some fuel out. Let's put a couple of laps worth of fuel in, shall we? So 12, 6, say 13 ought to do it. It's very much a rhythm circuit, this. Very much a rhythm circuit. So 1 lap and then a second one once you're in the flow of it. So here we go. Let's do it. Qualifying at Bathurst. I'm going to go in for the quiet lap immediately. Here we go. Headphones on, volume up. Brody did a 2-minute flat 0.7 yesterday for pole. Or well, earlier today, depending on where in the world. 12 hours ago. pretty much exactly 12 hours ago, 2:07. So if I can get into the 2:01s, I'll be happy with that, because I don't think I'll be able to get into the 2 minutes dead. I do realise I've ruined the quiet lap already. Maybe next lap can be a quiet lap. This is the banker lap, okay. Banker lap, then quiet lap. But look how much more grip there is now the fuel's down. We've got fresh tyres as well. Hardly have to lift through there. So much more grip at the front. Feels very nice to drive. So 2:01 point something is my target. Anything sub 2:01 will be my best ever lap at this circuit. Okay, quiet lap incoming next time round. Here we go. Oh, botched it at the final corner. So there's definitely room for improvement. Here we go.
Your lap time was 2:01.93.
We're on the straight, so it doesn't count. No time from George yet. Where's he going to go? I reckon he's going to go right straight to the top.
Sector 1 is quick. Your front tyres are cold. We need to get some heat into these brakes. Your left front into Morris tailbone.
Oh, look at that lap time from Timo! I've done it again, I've locked up into the final corner. It's still going to be better, but it's not going to be good enough. George as well, 2:01.
You've just done a 2:01.77. Sectors
Okay.
1 and 3 are fast.
Right, I'm going to have to go
Sector 2 is
straight back
2/10
out
off your
again.
best. That's
Because there's
5
only
minutes to go,
4 and a
5
bit minutes left in the session. I've only got 2 laps to put a stonker in. Boggy's joined in the Audis. We got 3 Audis. Now the way the points work, if I want to stay in touch with Brody in the championship, I have to get pole in the win. Otherwise, I'm going to be dropping points to him. So I need to find 7 tenths from somewhere.
Okay, Dan, we need to watch these track limits.
Oh, it's... What? Okay, well that's a bit crappy from RaceRoom. My lap has been invalidated for some reason, which means that this lap isn't going to count. If I restart and go again, it's still not going to count in RaceRoom. The only way to get rid of that bug is to complete this invalidated lap, whatever that means. And then the next one will start to count. So I'm literally going to have one shot at the end of the session. I have one shot to get a lap on the board. No pressure there then. That really will be a quiet lap. Pace is there, I reckon. I know I can do it. My theoretical best lap is a 2-minute 0.8. If I can get perfect sectors, perfect every single corner, I can just about beat that time from Timo. So this is going to take everything I've got. And I need that. I need that pole position. I need that point to stay in touch with Brody in the championship. Because you do get a point for pole position. So here we go. Right, one shot. Last chance. Let's do it. All the room and then some there. 2 tenths up to start. Still 2 tenths.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Sector 1 time is good.
3 tenths.
Brake temperatures are okay.
Absolutely flat here, 4 tenths. Don't lift. Don't lift. 5 tenths. Oh, lost a bit there.
Hey, Boggy.
Buggy, hello.
Sector 2 time is good.
Good evening, Pavel.
Oh, I got distracted by the voice. Invalidated lap, how?
You've cut the track.
How was that an invalidated lap? I didn't hit anything, I didn't...
You're on 6,000th.
I didn't hit anything, I didn't cut any corners there. Oh, the boggy curse strikes again. I got distracted by the voice comms. Normally Boggy enters chat and things go wrong. Now he enters voice comms and I... Oh. What? Alright, let's do a practice pit stop then. That was half a second up as well. That was half a second up. Ah, bugger. Never mind, I'm starting third. I may have got George, but I don't think I would have got Timo. There we go. Right then, back to the pits. Always the way. Alright, let's get the fuel back in for the race. There we go. 92.
Flags out.
Tanky. Awesome lap there, Timo. And Vushel and Shards. It's not much in it. Some very close times though. Wow. Yeah. Confirmation.
I thought we should finish the lap. Oh.
All good.
Well, all good.
Yeah.
I just got to remember to actually press the start button this time. So
that's it. Yeah. Don't miss that one. Now, for those of you who weren't here for race 1, just a quick note on the driver briefing side of things. Obviously, you're all experts on the multi-class traffic by now. You know how to get through the pack and how to be respectful with each other on track, so I've got no issues with that at all. But obviously this is Bathurst, so it is a little bit tricky than normal because over the top of the mountain there's not really much room to play with, so just a bit of patience will go a long way today. It's a long race, and if you get held up, don't worry about it too much, or if you have to lose time, you know, battling with another class, don't worry about it, because the person you're racing will have to deal with the exact same situation as well, so it should balance out by the end of the race. So a bit of patience and we all make it through in one piece, and hopefully all have an awesome race. But apart from that, there's not really much to say. It's going to be a good one, so just go out there and have fun, and maybe use this practice session to practice your pit entry if you haven't already. It's a tricky pit entry, lots of chicanes there, so could be worth doing an outlap and an in-lap right now, guys. But apart from that, yeah, just enjoy it, have fun, and thank you for, you know, turning up and coming back to the championship. It is awesome to have you here. It really is such a privilege to be able to do this with you guys. I've been meaning to do this for years, and we're finally doing it, and it's great to have you all, so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Dan, for hosting it.
Yeah, thanks for putting it together. It's great fun. Looking forward to this.
Oh yes. Epic pace as well, by the way, George. Hey, couldn't get anywhere near you then.
Thanks. I don't know where it's coming from either, so I'll just keep going and see how it goes.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Your tyres are cold. Watch out. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
It's a rolling start as well for the race, by the way. But I know that RaceRoom has been a bit weird with rolling starts recently. Like, it put a few people out of position in race 1, and then race 2 last time out, it really screwed things over. So just be mindful of that. It could throw us a wobbly at the start of the race, so hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see how it goes.
Smaller field did a earlier race. I couldn't quite cope with leaving a corner in the middle of the field, I think. No, I didn't mind. I got a 2.5 second time.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Yeah, you and Rokas got a bit of a jump on that one, hey?
JDF's going backwards down the back straight for some reason.
It's kind of his thing.
A sprint should be upside down, not back to front.
Well, everyone's always called me a little backwards sometimes, so now I know where I get it from.
Jeez.
Exactly.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Don't forget to put your race fuel back in and work out how much you need at your pit stop.
Is there a penalty for hitting the cone on pit to exit?
I don't think so.
No, I think you actually get bonus points for that.
Although if you cross the white line, RaceRoom may not like it.
I'm guessing
now.
that's my dad. Matter of fact, he's going backwards.
All right.
Straight, we can get it by the end of the race.
Clear right.
Oh, I completely got distracted by my dad there. I was too busy focusing on the fact he was reversing.
Box in 1140 metres.
Amazing.
On your
didn't
right
get a
side
penalty.
tyres.
I'm
Amazing.
not going to do the line I just did because that was awful.
You won't do it in warm-ups. You'll only get those penalties during the race.
So
Thanks, Henky,
I'm not going
Hannah,
to test it.
Sean,
anyways, so
and Streamlabs.
Oh, and including on the way in, make sure you keep clear of all the white lines.
got it. Thank you.
Yep, and don't get distracted by people driving backwards and go into the gravel either.
During the race?
Like I just did then in practice.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck all.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Good luck and have fun.
Definitely.
Check your fuel.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Oh, this is great. I'm looking forward to this. So much. One final sip of coffee to keep us fueled for the race before we get stuck in.
There's Sean. I'll keep to the left-hand side up the hill, mate, if you pass me on the right.
Okay, now what side should I keep to if you're going to pass me?
Oh, that's not happening.
We haven't even started the race yet and you're already discussing how you're going to let each other through. Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
I pressed the button.
Hey, good luck, everyone.
Okay, right.
Good
Fuel
luck.
is in. Strategy is set. We're starting in third. We've got
it's a rolling
45
start again.
minutes
Yeah, it'll...
Yeah, okay.
To try and improve on our result of
Rolling
P2 in
start
race 1.
bit once
Didn't get
everyone's
pole,
split it up.
so the only way I can keep up with the Brody in the standings is to get the win. So, no pressure there.
We get position. Right.
Yeah, that's it. And then who knows where we'll be at the rolling start, but that's part of the fun, I guess.
Yeah.
The only
you
reason... Oops, sorry.
45
The only reason I haven't
minutes.
switched it
Alright,
to standing
nice
starts
and
yet is because if we
stay
did, the Audis would be leading everybody into turn 1.
As they should.
Hey Shane.
It'd
Alright,
be interesting because we wouldn't get you at the front, the first straight, and then we'll be all over you in the narrow, in the cuttings.
Good luck out.
right,
Good luck.
get ready. Here we go.
Floor it, green, green, green.
Bit compromised into turn 1 there. I thought George was running wide, but now he cut back and got a late apex. Very short run down to turn 1, and now the slipstream battle begins. Cold brakes and cold tyres here. Just going to keep that in mind. Timo's running away at the front of the field a bit, so see how we go here. Kev's in nice and tight behind as well. Got to stay in touch for the straight onto Comrade. Oh, bonk into the wall on the left there. Completely forgot about the full fuel and the aero push. That got me out in race 1 as well. Have to lift through here now because we haven't got the grip that we got in quali. Easy does it. Just patience. Patience is your friend through these S's. Oh, big wiggle from George there. Can I get a big wiggle in chat for George, please?
A little bit hairy.
Just a bit.
Won't want to repeat that again.
Here we go, got the slipstream here. There's not much we can do because we're both hitting the limiter now. We are both catching Timo.
The red limiter.
Look at us. All within 6/10 or so of each other. Epic battle in the Pragas here. Get a good run out of turn 1. Timo still in the lead of the race. What a battle. Drop back a few tenths here, but still in it. Just need to keep track over the mountain. We should be there.
Thank you.
My pleasure, sure.
Oh, George and Timo going side by side there. George trying to move, didn't work. I slowed them both down, which really helped me out. Don't hit the wall this time, Dan. Oh, got close though. Yeah, lots of understeer following another car there. Even more understeer there. Goodness. Bit of a lockup. We compromise the entry and hopefully get a good run on exit there. Within 4/10 of George. George has dropped back a bit from Timo there. We are both closing him at a vast rate of knots though. Look at that, the gap's coming down big time. Cannot fall more than a second back, otherwise that's it, they'll pull off into the distance. Looks like Kev's dropped back a little bit behind, but he'll be back in it if we start fighting. Wiggly there. Still within a few tenths. It's all good.
The leader's just done a 202.85. The car ahead has just done a 202.89. That was a 203.04. Sector 2 is 0.28 off the pace.
There's literally only a few tenths in it. Kev's dropped back a bit there. 203.9 for him. Dropped back about a second or so. George isn't close enough to make a move here yet. Olaf, good to see you. Ooh, a bit taily there. Half a second up on this lap though. Hey, Potato! Hope your hyperpole went alright, mate. Hope the race is going okay for you too, if it started yet. Oh.
Okay, Dan, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Lost the rear there. Oh, Timo's in the wall! Timo's in the wall! George is through. Scruffy from me and Timo there. A couple of corners, couple of mistakes. Woo! George is in the lead!
The gap to Hopkins behind is now.
Well, let's see what happens now. I know that Timo's stuck it on pole with better pace than George. He's in the fence, they're both in the fence. They're all in the fence.
That was an oops.
Left side. Clear left. Clear right.
Oh, this isn't going to work. Because Timo's getting the slipstream from George. Look at him, look at the advantage he's got there. Hey JK, good to see ya.
Okay, Dan, our refueling window will open after 12 minutes. Should close at about 35 minutes.
Big on the steer there. Big on the steer again. Wow. Maybe I'm overheating the front right a little bit.
Stay close, there might be a chance here.
Cannot lose touch with George. If he pulls away, that's it. We lose that slipstream. Just got to stay with him.
B3.
There we go. At least I've got slipstream on Timo. And Timo should still have slipstream on George here. And all of a sudden my chat has turned Dutch. Not much I can do. We're all in the limiter here. Oh, that's a bit wide, and it's a slowdown as well.
You need to give back the time gate.
How am I going to give back that time? I don't want to. Oh, I'm going to lose touch here.
Ahead is now 0.8. Fastest lap for Klingman, 202.82. You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Oh, that's really screwed me over now. Just ran wide onto the grass. Oh, I'm going to have to do some epic laps. Thanks for the subscribe, by the way, Viking. Okay, now it's fight back time. get back into that gap.
You okay there, Sean?
Yeah, somehow I ended up neutral. By mistake.
No damage.
No damage, no.
Come on, catch up, mate.
I'll give it my best.
Well, Timo and George are definitely in slipstream. I'm not. Wow. Just one small mistake. It costs you a second, and then that's you. I'm just out of touch now. So I'm going to go for quiet lap next time. I know I said that before, but I am actually going to go for quiet lap next time. I need to give it everything I've got to try and get back in that slipstream again, get back in touch. So here we go. Focus time.
Lap for Klingman, 202.64. The gap to Klingman ahead is now 1.3. That was 203.11.
They're fighting. They're fighting. This is what I need. And we've got Mazdas. We've got Mazdas coming up.
You're catching the slower class cars.
Thank you, Sean.
Right side, clear to the right.
You're welcome. That was scary.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, clear to the right.
Cheers.
Oh, traffic helped us there a bit. We're right back in it again. Quiet lap aborted.
Okay, now keep Adam under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Right, fight resumeth.
I got a drive through.
Thanks, CJ.
On your left, clear left.
Yeah, what happened, Sean?
Yeah, drive through. I guess I didn't clear my penalty quick enough.
Oh no.
Car left, clear to the left.
Mazdas have got a pretty good fight going on there.
I won't lose any positions though.
Bogged down. He's just retired from the race.
On your
no
right,
bogey.
clear
Oh,
right. You're
bogey.
clear.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
What happened, Bogey?
You're locking your front brakes.
The bogey curse continues.
The car in front of us is Hopkins.
Left side, clear to the left.
I don't know what happened then.
Got dirt pick up on all
I
sides.
actually genuinely don't know what happened then. It just didn't brake. Big lockup. I didn't feel like I braked any later than normal, but it just didn't brake.
That's last.
Oh well. Screw that battle for the lead. Genuinely, that has really confused me. It just didn't stop. The car just didn't stop. Well, that's a bin. That's a big bin. Yeah. The brakes overheating or brakes fading maybe?
There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. There's an incident in Griffin's Bend, gap 2.
Right side, clear to the right. Left side, clear left.
At least I got a good result in race 1, my customary second position. That's, yeah. It's not over yet. Let's see if we can get Kev back for third. We've got 15 seconds on Kev. Big braking issue. I think the car's okay. I got a bit of a whack from one of the Mazdas, I think, who pinballed me.
Slower car ahead. He's the class leader for these guys.
That's really confused me, that. I genuinely just don't understand that.
Clear
I
left.
didn't do anything different that I wouldn't normally do. Unless I was on some dirty part of the track and that just killed the brakes.
Pit window is open.
Oh, that's so annoying. That was such a good battle. We've got 30 minutes left in the race now.
The leader has just done a 202.68.
And there we go. Typical George has now gone and set a fastest lap. They're meant to be... They didn't get the script. They're meant to be slowing down and giving me a chance, but he's just gone and set the fastest lap of the race so far. So let's just get some solid laps on the board. Let's see if we can catch it.
Last lap time was a 204.79. Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace.
I'm not going to get them on pace. I'm not going to get these guys on pace. The only way I'm going to get these people is if something happens. So I know there's plenty of time to go in the race, but I can't get that gap back on pure lap time alone. I'd have to be like a second a lap faster, and that's just not possible, considering I haven't been able to get a second a lap faster than them at any session so far. So we'll see. I'm genuinely bamboozled by what happened then.
The gap to Hopkins ahead is now 10 seconds.
Let's get Kev for third, shall we? That's a target. 10 seconds in 30 minutes. We should be able to manage that.
Here's my last to not last challenge.
Come on, you can do it, Sean.
Yeah, true, Olaf. I was dirty part of the road, probably. I don't know what I was doing over that side of the track anyway. But yeah, I probably got caught out on the dirty stuff. Just goes to show how much of a difference it makes being off the racing line here. Crazy stuff.
The leader has just done a 202.31.
George has gone and done another PB.
Just done a 202.47.
Still couldn't get him by a tenth there. 202.4 for me, 203.1 for Kev. I got 3 tenths on Timo, 7 tenths on Kev. Gap should now be down to about 9.3 or something.
And she's here to come again.
So guys, just calls. Enjoy the race and see you on the next round. Sorry there for rage quitting.
No worries.
See you, Bobby.
Okay, Dan, you've used half.
Not sure who that was. I couldn't hear them. They were a bit too quiet in the voice comms. I think it was Boggy saying
Gap to
goodbye.
Hopkins ahead is now 10 seconds.
Okay, gap to Kev is 10.
Take care, Boggy.
I can see Kev just going over the top of the hill there. Wow, yeah, so this is a very lonely race now. I really do apologise. That start of the race was very entertaining, and I was hoping that could continue for the whole way. But now it's a battle between George and Timo for the win. Obviously, George won the opening round in Donington in race 2, and then hasn't got a result on the board since. He did turn up in Chang last month, but unfortunately, due to issues with the rolling start, didn't click drive properly or something and couldn't start the race.
The lap time was at 202.47. You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 3.
I think I matched my time within a couple of thousandths there, so at least I'm being consistent. But so is George. 202.3 for him, 202.6 for Timo, 203.1 So again, everyone is so consistent at the moment, just running the numbers. Wow, epic driving from everybody involved. Apart from me, throwing the massive bin in there. But you know, I've got to keep the sponsors happy.
The gap to Hopkins in front is
And by that,
9.8.
not next level racing, I mean rapid bins. Next level racing don't want to see me throw it off the road every week, so you know, at least I'm keeping rapid bins happy. That's right, JK, just hot laps until the end and hope for something. Hope there's an issue in the pit stops, hope there's an issue in the traffic. Not that you want to wish ill upon your fellow competitors, especially not in this championship, because everyone's just such a nice guy. That's all I can do for this race. It's just hot laps. No point doing an early pit stop.
On purpose.
No, Sean, I caught the sausage.
Alright then.
Yeah, caught the curving on the left hand.
Is it too late for her? That's what she said.
No, not at all. Never too late for one of them.
Oh, I didn't realise you'd rage quit, Boggy. I couldn't quite hear your microphone in the voice comms, mate.
Well, alright then, I'm right behind you now.
I hope you're feeling alright.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
202.61. Sector 3 is 0.38 off the pace.
2024 from George, 2026 from me, 2029.
Into Hell Corner.
We all went 0.2 of a second slower on that lap, including Kev.
Yeah, have fun.
So sweaty.
Oh, I am closing on Kev consistently. Is it going to be enough by the end of the race? It's going to be tight. I think George may have just pulled out of the slipstream range now, pulling away from Timo. 23 minutes to go, so we're nearly at the halfway point now.
Someone just disappeared.
Okay, Dan, you're reeling Hopkins in. The gap is 9.1 seconds.
Only 9.1, I thought it'd be less than that. Hey, Sticky!
Left front going into Forrest's elbow. Slower class car ahead. That's half distance. Should be about.
Car right, clear to the right.
Go right down, I'm
Sorry,
pitting.
Sean.
Cutting the track.
No, not at all.
I didn't expect the Mazda to be so slow at the apex there. That cost me another second.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Is late.
Yes! Nice one, mate.
Couple of years and a half there, Sticky. Good on you, mate. Wow, 29 months of channel membership. Absolute legend. Thank you, mate.
Car left, clear left.
That's a long time. It's a long time of being Sticky. Yeah, that's right. I will have no spoilers to quali. I've got that lined up to watch later on today, sir. A longer subscription than your Netflix.
Slower car.
Good on you, mate.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, track limits are not kind around here, Rob Mitchell. You run wide, you get a warning.
You're reeling Hopkins.
Even if it's just two wheels.
Sorry,
2
Whistle.
seconds.
Car right. Clear right. You're clear.
Oh, lost a few tenths there. I was 3 tenths up. Now I'm not. That would have been my best lap of the race as well. That was past David.
On your right. Clear to
Coming
the
up behind
right.
Triple J here.
You've just done a 2:02.68. That's 20 minutes to go.
My intention's nice and clear, passing on the left. There's another 3 tenths gone. Although saying that, the guys ahead has a 2:02.6 for me. I gained 1.2 on George. Timo and Kev both are in the 2:05s. Gained a lot of time
Slower
there.
car ahead. This guy's the class leader.
It's not over yet.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, there's a wall on the right there, Dan. Compromised on the entry, made it a lot tighter than it needed to be. Just couldn't get it slowed down. Could have braked harder, could have turned in more, but the rear of this Praga is just so loose. You don't want to upset it and spin it the wrong way around, because then you're doing like a 5-point turn. Austin Powers between the walls here at Bathurst. Gained a few tenths back there. George, 21 seconds down the road. Wow, he's pulled out a 4 or 5 second lead on Timo there.
5.0.
Gap to Kev down to 5 seconds, so we are getting there. That's in going through the final corner. We have a visual. Right, 3.5 laps of fuel left in the tank here.
That lap was a 2:02.84. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Stuffed up first corner.
You're locking your left front into Hell Corner.
2:02.8 for me, 2:02.6 for George, 2:02.6 for Timo, 2:03.2. Only gained 4 tenths on Kev there. So no tyres at the pit stop, just fuel. Which is going to happen in the next few laps, I'd say. Let's judge the traffic. Let's see where it all falls. We don't want to get caught
Cheers,
out.
mate.
Pleasure, George.
Next lap should be clear. Only my dad in the way, and by my calculations I might catch him on the start-finish straight. Yeah, Dad's in the race. 2 cars down the road. Alright, don't stuff up these corners. You're 4 tenths up on your best so far. This will be the fastest of the race.
The gap to Hopkins ahead is now 4.0 seconds.
Kev's in. Kev's doing an early pit stop.
Hopkins ahead is pitting.
He's trying to get the undercut on me.
That's the fastest lap. That lap was a 2:02.26. Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace.
Alright, so Kev came into the pits. I'm going to absolutely banzai it for a few laps because he's going to come out on full fuel and cold tyres. And I've got another 2 laps in the tank, so this is the time where I get the overlap.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Right side, clear
Kev's got a drive-through. No, he sped in the pits. Oh, Kev. Thanks, Dad.
Meow.
Oh, that's rotten luck, that, Kev.
I know. 15 minutes left. The gap to Klingman in front is now 12 seconds.
I was looking forward to that, mate. I was seeing if I could catch you. That's a bit sideways. There's a bit of traffic next. No, there'll be some traffic on the next lap.
Okay, pit stop requested. Alright, down. Should be coming out into clear air.
So I'm going to pit this lap. 40 litres in.
A few seconds behind.
I should gain a bit on this lap because they're going to get stuck in some traffic. So I'm calling it now.
Klingman ahead is pitting.
Oh, they're pitting as well. Oh, that was close.
1140 metres.
Alright, so Boggy's in the pits there. That's Timo stopping from second. George is going another lap. That's it, engine off. No time for a drink of water. I would love one with only 13 minutes left in the race. You gotta wait. Engine on.
All done, go. Hopkins behind is pitting. Hopkins behind is pitting. Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Your brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat in.
So we didn't get a drive through there.
Tyres all around.
Looks like Timo had a good pit stop as well. The gap is still constant. Kev's coming in behind. Oh, that's rotten luck for Kev. So we are back on the podium.
left side, clear left.
That's not the way I wanted to get back on the podium. I was looking forward to a fight. Another anticlimactic moment of this race. So unlucky for Kev. Still, he's on for his best result of the season so far. But now is the time when mistakes are going to be most likely in the race. Because the tyres are old, they're a little bit cooler,
the gap to
and the fuel is back in the car again.
11 seconds.
There's been some very slidey cars. People are getting tired. Concentration will be dipping a bit. Traffic's going to be all bunched up again. Whoa! See, cold tyres and fuel. That's why. Big slides.
The lead car's pitting.
Okay, so George is in the pits now. George is in the pits. Is he going to hold on to it from Timo, or is he going to put too much fuel in? That one mistake from Timo at the start gave George the lead, and then he was through, and that was it. So just hot laps now, that's all we can do. Hot laps and hope. So, in true hot lap fashion, let's do a quiet lap.
E3. Slower class car ahead.
Cheers, mate.
Car right, clear right. On your left. Still there, clear left.
There's not much grip out there, Sean. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's like you're driving in the snow.
That was very code brown, more so than it needed to be at this stage of the race.
Hopkins is closing in. The gap is now 10 seconds.
Yeah, tyres are a bit dirty, tyres are a bit worn.
Car right, clear to the right.
Okay, Dan, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. 10 minutes remaining.
Is it spotter? Is it spot on? I don't think it is. I needed to get pole on the win to stay in touch with Brody in the standings.
Coming up on a slower class car.
That's what she said.
Don't bring my mother into this.
Car left,
Thanks,
clear
TJ.
left.
No, welcome.
Yeah, I needed to get pole on the win
You're welcome, by the way.
to keep up with Brody in the points. He gapped me by 5 points in race 1.
Sector 2 is.
And due to the drop scores, I needed to get pole on the win to grab it back to 3 points again. But yeah, it's not the case, unfortunately. So advantage Brody with only 2 rounds to go in the championship. He's got 9 points on me. We've got Sonoma and we've got Silverstone
On
still
your
to go.
left, clear left.
What a couple of races those are going to be.
Gap to Hopkins behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
So we're pulling out a gap from Kev behind, which is nice. That's all we can do, really.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Really struggling for grip now. Wow. That rear just wants to spin around at every opportunity. Wow.
Car left.
Incident in the dipper. We think it might be Hopkins.
Oh, Kev's binned it. Oh, Kev. He's still on for 4th, though.
Gap to Klingman. Ahead is now 14 seconds.
14 seconds with 7 minutes to go. You need to get 2 seconds a minute or 4 seconds a lap if I want to catch Timo. 4 seconds a lap. When you say it like that, yeah, that's okay. Let's just get 3rd because I already got 2nd in race 1. This result isn't actually going to count for me.
You've just done a 203 with 1-1.
Because the way the Bincar scoring system works, there are 2 races every month on the same day. There's one at 8 AM UTC and one at 8 PM UTC. And if you take part in both races, which I like to do as the, as the organizer and host of the championship, I kind of have to. I'm kind of obligated to, really. Yeah. If you do both races, only your best result counts.
Slow car ahead. This guy's their class leader.
On your left, clear left.
So by virtue of getting 2nd in race 1, it means that my 3rd position here isn't actually going to count on the points, because I can't go better. Unless something happens to one of the leaders, in which case I'll get the same result as race 1, and my result's still not going to count, so something has to happen to both of those guys up ahead. If they take each other out, and I somehow miraculously inherit the win, then my result will count. Threading it through the walls there. In VR, that's such a cool feeling because you can feel how close the wall is to you. It's a very strange sensation when you get right up to it. Kind of put your shoulders in a bit like that, kind of clench it in, you know.
The gap to Klingman in front is now 14 seconds.
Okay, I don't think I actually managed a quiet lap on any of my previous laps, so I'm going to actively give it a go now, because we've got a clear track this time round. So,
Okay, Dan, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
quiet lap incoming. Right, promise you it's a quiet lap this time, and go.
We're quickest at the moment. That was 2:02.76. Minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
Thanks, mate.
Left front braking for Forest tailbone. To Klingman.
There we go, quiet lap.
13 seconds. We're setting the pace. Your last lap time was at 2:02.55.
That was precisely 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 5 tenths. So you don't need to stop watch for that one, because the game did it for me. Yeah, I would love to put an extra little bit on 6th gear, Rob, but unfortunately, yeah, this is fixed setup. I say unfortunately, I decided on it being fixed setup, so it's the same for everybody, but I just feel very sorry for the engine. Oh, switch off the inside curb then. We have 2 laps to go at this rate. Looks like George has got it in the bag. Let's not forget how George won his first race on the last corner of the last lap, because the guy ahead of him, Will Stevenson,
left, 2 minutes to go.
ran out of fuel. I just want to check, George, you've definitely got enough fuel in the car, right?
I hope so.
All of the curb and then some. 202.5 for me last time around. I get the same again. Yep, 202.5 within 3,000ths of a second.
We're currently setting the pace. You've just done a 2:02.55.
There's the Matt Malone wiggle right there in action. See, it saved it. I thought that was going to go round, but no, all good. Alright, 2028, 2026. That was the fastest lap on track last time round. So we do have the pace, just not enough to put it on the pointy end of the field. Oh, nice and wide, almost in the fence. Last lap.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
You can feel the wheels chattering then as it got on the dirty stuff on the outside. Don't know whether it's just the marbles being like bumpy, but wow, really feel that. The dipper for the last time. Got Sean Patterson
coming up on a slower class
picking up some dust up ahead of us.
Looking your left front going into right side.
George is going to cross the line anytime now.
He won the drag race.
Anytime now, George is going to cross it. Take his second win of the season. His undefeated streak is going to continue. There he goes. Well done, George.
Oh, thought it would be another lap.
Just crossed the line. Oh god.
And there we go. We are done. Third position.
Well done, Dan. Great drive. That's a podium.
I'm not sure it was a great drive, Spotter. I had a brain fade moment
Yeah, good
as
racing there, Mr. Ackerbells.
Olaf pointed out
However,
that I went on
you were catching me, I was sweating all the time.
onto the grass in the braking zone. I'm not sure who it was in the Mazdas I spooked halfway through the race though when I locked up the brakes, but I think I did collect someone slightly, so apologies to that, whoever that was.
Clear to the left.
There's TJ. Not a bad result. It could have been a much more entertaining race though if I didn't bin it. Stick it in the gravel. Because I reckon I could have stayed with those guys all race because I had the pace. I had like a couple of tenths here, a couple of tenths there. It would have been so close the whole way through. I reckon it would have been tough to have beaten George, but not impossible. Same with Timo. But yeah, that trip through the gravel when I braked offline after the chase. Just got on the dirty stuff. Car locked up big time, and that was it really. 15 seconds down the pan, and I was looking forward to catching up with Kev again at the end of the race at P3.
Audis?
But yeah, he got a drive through at the pits, and that put paid to that battle.
Get away from me.
Muted that one, so unfortunately, yeah, a very anticlimactic race all around. So let's.
Yeah, because I was
There we go. Let's Solomon park the car,
down so much.
and let's get a confirmation of the results.
And that felt a little bit bad to let Sarah catch up that much.
That jingle never gets old. So there we go, confirmation of the results.
Wow, that was tough. Last couple of laps.
Wait,
Yeah, I think
was that a tenth of a second?
Yeah, I was 4 seconds up, I think, 3 or 4 seconds up, and then ran into traffic, and Sarah just came straight up onto my tail. That was tough.
Awesome.
The jump at the chase doesn't work, by the way.
That's only an iRacing thing, yeah?
Ah.
Yeah, Shane, I think he was stuck behind me all the way over the mountain.
Yeah, that's just the way this works across the top of the mountain. There's nowhere to pass.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for being so patient and
No
trying
trouble.
something silly.
All good.
Oh, some good racing there, epic stuff. Congrats on the wins to George, Shane, and Shards. Good on you, lads.
Yeah, congrats.
Cheers.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
And undefeated run continues, George. You've entered 2 races and you've won them both.
You can't lose a race if you don't enter them. So. Cheers.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that battle going the whole race, but I'll have to look at the replay, but I think I got offline, braking after the chase and just locked up. Had a massive lockup, and I didn't want to go into the back of Timo, so I pulled it to the left and avoided him. But yeah, ended up losing like 15 seconds there. So it's just that was that. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to that battle otherwise.
Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, it was intense. So I think for my heart rate, it was probably best that it wasn't too close. But, yeah. Oh, Timo at the start was just amazing. He was just on my tail the whole way, and I was just like, thought I was going to die. So yeah. Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah, Timo's amazing. I had a great battle with him in race 1. He's incredibly fair, but incredibly fast. The worst possible combination for trying to get past someone.
Yeah, brilliant racing. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Good points on the board as well for everybody. Shane, Vushel, Shards, Lee Miller up to second. Is that your best result of the season, Lee?
It's my second P2 of the season.
Nicely done. Mr. Pardo on the podium as well. TJ, so close. I saw you running in second at one point, and I thought, oh, that would be an epic result.
Yeah, but that was due to pitting.
Ah,
I was
okay.
doing late pit stops, so not real. I think in reality I was in P4 most of the race, I think.
Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff all around. Some solid results there.
I'm still happy with P4.
Yeah. Well, that's Bathurst done and dusted. That is probably the toughest race for traffic out of the way of the season. Next month is Sonoma, and then the final round of the season, the month after that, is at Silverstone. So we've only got 2 to go now. But you can actually sign up for the next race. There's no password protection or anything on it now. You can actually go and sign up straight away. So yeah, if you want to lock in your spot for next time out at Sonoma, then feel free on Just Race. But that was good stuff. That was thoroughly enjoyable, and massively good job by everybody involved to get through that race with no major incidents in traffic. You know, just a lot of patience, a lot of people just giving each other plenty of space. I can't ask for more. You guys are all driving brilliantly. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah, really.
That was an awesome race.
Sorry.
I was saying it's an awesome race. I'm surprised there wasn't any mayhem, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The passing was patient and all went really well.
Good stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to go wrap up the stream anyway. If anyone wants to hang around for chat after the stream, I'll be in voice comms back in about 5 or so minutes. But if not, if you have to make a move, then I hope you had fun. And if I don't see you before, then I'll catch you next month at Sonoma.
Thanks, Dan.
Amazing race.
Awesome.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Cheers, Dan. Good night, everyone.
Like the video.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, there we go. That is that. Confirmation of the official results. Let's get that headset off. Even though it's only like 10 degrees here, it still gets pretty warm. And now that we finished the race, let's get those belts off as well. Whew, I can breathe. Not that they're super tight to begin with anyway, but yeah, no, it just... What am I talking about? No, seriously, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go and do the championship points now, so don't go anywhere. We're about to go and see how this all shakes out in terms of points, because some people got some really good races today and got some really good results on the board. Let's pop some music on, and let's load up the Bincar standings spreadsheet. Let's load up ddf.justrace.net. Let's bring them over to the main page, and wow, that's bright. Woo! Need to go dark mode on Just Race. Okay. Results and graphs. DDF Bincar round 5. So Timo with the pole position with the bonus point for pole there. Excellent stuff. So if we go to round 5, race 2. Actually, let me put it on the screen now so you guys can see it. There we go. Let's paste in the qualifying results here. Paste values. You see that Timo has got the +1 point. He's got the +P there, so that's added him into that. Now if we go into the race results, and then copy to clipboard. Excellent result from George Senior there, and let's paste and let's see how this all works out. Paste values and standings. There we go. Excellent. Alright, we have some updated points in the championship. Let's see. So, as described earlier, my result from race 3, race 2 doesn't count, because I got P2 in the first race, so my tally of 17 points stays constant. Brody obviously edged me by 4 points in that, not 5 points, so now his lead is 7. He's up to 99, whereas I'm still on 92. Timo is catching up massively in the points, actually, because he's only done 4 races, but there's a drop score. So we're all going to drop scores here, basically, and Timo's going to catch up by 17 points. So what's that? So 78. So he's not too far back. Commiserations to Matt Webb, who couldn't take part in either race today, and he's now dropped 2 rounds. So he is actually behind on points now. Ollie Burned in 5th on 51 points, and George Senior. Look at that, George Senior. Actually, no, he did get points last time out, even though he didn't race because he finished last because he didn't start the race. He still got points for 5th, so he got a win, and a 5th, so he's now on 49 points. And when Ollie drops a score, he's actually going to go ahead of him there. He's only going to drop... what's he going to drop? He's going to drop 8. Maybe? Yeah, no, he is. He's going to drop 8 points. So George is actually 5th overall in the championship, despite missing 2 rounds so far. So that's really good from George. Sven couldn't make it because he's taking part in the 2.4 hours of the Nürburgring in RaceRoom, because that's happening right now. Greg was in there as well. Kev Hopkins matched his best result of the season, so he's getting some more solid points as well. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. We've got some really good points here. Now let's have a look at the Audis. Sven is still leading comfortably. However, Shane Hill managed to get a pole and a win, beating out the mighty Vushel, which is not something that happens every day, to be honest with you. It's very rare for Vushel to be beaten in the Audi. So, yeah. When you drop points, Sven's going to drop 21, so he's going to go down to 84. Shane's on 77. Shane's not too far behind, especially when Vushel drops 15, so that'll be sent. Yeah, Vushel's technically, with the drop score, only 2 points ahead of Shane at the moment, and tied with Boggy. So that is an epic battle for second position there in the championship. We've got Andre, Kev King, Henk, who unfortunately couldn't take part in the race today. And let's have a look at the Mazdas. Rokas out in the front there. Shards, best result of the season for Shards, pole and the win. No result from Tumulty there. Lee Miller matched his best of the season as well, with a second. Then we got a bit of a gap here, so no Piccolini and no Ticciash for 2 races in a row. They've kind of dropped off a bit. They were doing so well at the start, up on the podium, 2nds and 3rds all round, so it's very strange to see these 2 people not able to take part. Norway Nick getting back up into the standings very nicely, and Triple J with some points on the board there, big time. Another 4th position, best result of the season, means he is only 5 behind Nick, and he is only 1 ahead of Stephen Coe, who through sheer tenacity and grit is hanging on there. Sean Patterson gets some more solid points on the board as well, to 27. Got Mark Hollowell, and with that podium, John 2 jumps up to 12th in the standings, joint 11th, but it's now equal points with Mark Hollowell, so great result from Jonks 2 there. My dad getting back into the championship again, good to see him back racing again. 7th place for 7 points means he's now on 23, and David Akbelt, first race of the season, top 5. Be proud of yourself, mate. That's awesome stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's race, and I hope you come back for more. So that is how the points stand after 5 races. As you can see, we've only got Sonoma and Silverstone to go. So July the 15th, we're going to be back in the twisty... Is it California, Sonoma? I think it's California. I'm not sure, I probably got that completely wrong. But anyway, we're back in the twisty mountains of Sonoma. That'll be an epic race with the traffic. And then Silverstone to round it all off, final of the season. The full Silverstone circuit. Epic stuff. But that's where we are on points. I think it's time for me to go and get some brekkie and get another coffee in me, because I am feeling pretty tired at 7:35 in the morning. Been up since 5:30. Anyway, that is the results that is where we stand. Let me switch it over to this view, and let's wrap up the stream because, well, it's that time. We finished. Until next month. But don't worry, if you want to see more of my racing on the channel, then you don't have to wait until next month. I've got 2 streams planned. Channel's going to go quiet for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months. I'm not going to be able to put out my usual schedule of stuff because there's just a few things going on behind the scenes that make mean that I can't spend as much time on the rig these days. But we'll see how we go. I'll stream and I'll do videos whenever I can, but I can't really commit to anything that I haven't already got locked in. So the things I have got locked in, as you can see on the board here, I'm doing a Le Mans race next weekend. We're doing a 24-hour Le Mans race with Very Important Potato, Nick De Silva and Ollie McGowan in the Orica 07 in R Factor 2. So that's some serious unfinished business. I'm so looking forward to that. That is going to be epic stuff. After that, I'm going to be doing a rally stream. I'm going to be doing Olaf's Dirt Rally 2.0 Community Championship. We're going to be doing Poland Group A, which was Sticky's choice for this combo. That's going to be on the 30th of June. And then after that, or before that, I don't know how it's going to work out, we're going to be doing some Bulk Brogan as well. He's going to be taking on the brand new IMSA Prototype DPI series. Going to be 4 races in that stream, so that's going to be the penultimate championship before maybe he gets a Formula 1 drive. We'll have to see how that goes. I want to do some iRacing at some point. I want to try out the new Toyota and the new the FF1600. I want to try out those cars because I have not driven them yet. And there may be a mystery video from Camus in the works. So we'll see how that goes. I can't confirm any details yet, but that's just a maybe at the moment. That's why it's got a question mark next to it. But that is that. That's what's coming up on the channel. If you want to find out when all that happens, make sure you subscribe, get the notifications turned on. But if you enjoyed today's race, leave it a like, say hi in chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay. And if you missed it completely, come say hi in Discord. ! Discord in chat or link in the description. I think that's everything. I think it's time for me to go and get some breakfast and wake up and all that kind of stuff. So thank you everybody for watching. Olaf, Shane, Sean, Mr. Bishy, Boggy, JDF, Henky, Hannah, Streamlabs. I've got to say thank you to Streamlabs because it's not often Streamlabs actually turns up and does a good job. So Timo as well. Good stuff. And everybody, Rob Mitchell, Jason Simmons, who I believe sorry I missed you in chat before, Jason. I was that focused on not binning it. Sticky, John Miller, everybody. I'm sure I've forgotten people and I really apologize if I have. You guys are all legends. Guys and girls are all legends. Thank you. Alright, time for me to head off. I will catch you on one of these dates, if not, whenever. Look after yourself, alright? Thanks again. Bye-bye. See ya! Blue Chevrolet Camaro. Every time. That's all I can hear at Bathurst. Alright guys. See ya.